Hi everyone, and welcome back for week 2 of our Tula Pink Butterfly Sew Along. What an amazing response I got to the first week. Hopefully this week's video is okay. It's going to be a bit shorter. I'm actually going to run through this block twice, once with narration and once without. So come with me and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, let's take a look at the blocks that we need to make for this week, and I've highlighted them this week in red as I felt the one in the top right hand corner was a little bit dark. Please remember that we need to be making 2 of each of these blocks from each of our fabric choices so that we have a left and a right side of our butterfly. If you are using the kit, these are the fabrics that you need to pull for this week. If you are using your own stash, pull whichever fabrics you require. As you can see here on the table, I have cut the pieces to make all of the blocks. As I was originally going to record that for this video. In the end though, I decided to just do one block with narration and one block without. So you will see in these early stages me stacking up everything and chain piecing all of the pieces. The blocks that I just put aside there are our squares to create our half square triangles. We need to make 2 of these from each fabric that we're using in the butterfly blocks. However, do not get too hung up if you do not have enough fabric. They are just there to feather the edge, and we will use whatever we have left over from our kits to make this happen. To begin construction of this block, we need to first make these 2 little units from the top and the bottom before we're moving on to the final 9-patch construction. As you would have seen there, folks, I chain pieced all of those little sections, but moving forward from here, I will just be using one. So whenever I work with tiny pieces, I do actually starch my fabrics, and I prefer to press my seam allowances open. A viewer last week pointed out to me that in the pattern it recommends to press all of your seams open, but I generally only do this when the pieces are small like this. Once we have those pressed, we need to lay the block out as per the pattern, which you'll see me doing here. It is slightly off screen, but wait a moment. Voila! Now we need to do this in a 9-patch construction, sewing first the vertical seams and then the horizontal. For the top and bottom row, we are going to press out towards the solid piece in the corner, and for the center section, we will press towards the center. This will allow for nesting in final block construction. When doing the 2 horizontal seams, we will just press towards the center and use our clapper to ensure these small pieces will stay flat and crisp. So that's our block complete. Give it an all over press to finish up. And remember, we need to make 10 of these, 2 from each of our fabric choices. Thanks for joining me again for week 2 of our Tula Pink Butterfly Sew Along, hosted by Pat Sloan at her website ilovetomakequilts.com. Please be sure and come back next week. Bye for now.